Aloha, my friends and family. And today I'm going to tell you about how divided will fall and unity is honor and true love. I said, loving is what I got. Say, remember that song, loving is who I am. Can't you remember that Sam? Loving is what I got to give. It's who I am. It's the only way to live. That's the master plan. Loving is what I got and who I am. Can't you remember that Sam? Divided will fall. Unity is honor and true love. When we take both a big picture view and a microscopic view, which are both essential for awakening, and if you intend to make this wave of the second coming, take a big picture view of the whole picture of humanity and a microscopic view of our souls, body minds, from body minds to the great spirit, and the little me's of our egos. I'm sure we can all agree the ancient Decepticons, the Anunnaki, Elohim, Lucifer, and their legions have done a very thorough job and been very successful in dividing most humans, cutting them off from the truth that in the beginning and in the end, truly, literally, spiritually, and physically, as like I said, every 4-year-old child with respectful, kind parents knows we are one sharing this planet. One divine being in the beginning and in the end. Christ, Sophia, that chose to incarnate into these bodies to experience growth, pleasure, pain, and the nourishment through the senses. And if it's a focus on pain, it's a nourishment for your junior gods to take a loose drip off most of you people from your suffering that doesn't ever stop. However, soon Lucifer began to tinker with this experiment in free will with his own agenda, which, like the sick, narcissistic stepdad, he has tragically, masterfully orchestrated and achieved through blowing up Tiamat to begin with. Let me ask you this as a philosophical question. What is a 1% criminal robber baron without walls and without a bunch of money? In reality, only physical walls and conceptual walls are what separates us spiritually and physically. Separation is obviously a big lie beyond these physical castle walls and mental cage walls. Through blowing up Tiamat, Mu, Atlantis, and constantly and continually inserting their agenda through or via threats, secret societies, wars, weather weapons, floods, fires, and now we have the direct energy weapons and attempted forcing of nanotech, needlecraft, manipulative, physical, mechanical AI control on most humans, maybe more than half, planet-wide. The division has recently really grown far worse than humanity could have imagined. The year I was born, yes. Mind and external body control and the weaponization of the ethers, dogmas, and cultural divisions have seemed to grow exponentially lately, until the black magic money system's motto, divide and conquer, has seemed to work on most. but it is over for the adamantly real and the adamantly phony, unfortunately, because they plan to shut it all down. But as they intentionally destroy the fiat paper money system, guess what, folks? Listening to guys like me and knowing the oneness is actual reality might just be an essential for your survival. Because if you believe the garbage that the fallen ones tell you, you may just not survive. You stay stuck in fighting everyone as a narcissistic psychopath, fighting everyone all the time. If you have to use a cell phone, earn money, pay mortgages, taxes or rents, or receive disability or retirement money checks, or reside in a legal box, you can see and feel the seeming necessity of forced division. But all this can end where it began, in the mind division, lives and thrives, with Lucifer's thoughts still imposed and believed to be your thoughts. That's the beginning and the end of slavery. You believe it. You believe you've got to be that narcissistic black hole. When you know a fraction of this powerful inversion, you can learn to discern, once again, how to remove or not believe the imposter God is you. Turn off radio station 666, learn to meditate, or tune to another channel that has some respect. Understand the school shootings is an extension of voice-to-skull technology, and there's no reason why you should actually believe any negative voices in your head if you actually have that much discernment. Because they're going to try to beam it in all of us. Through meditation, courageously learning the real truth, if you have the gumption, and removing your allegiance to the lies, you can get more free now. Matthew 6, 22, 23. This is just a quick check on DuckDuckGo. I got the King James Version. I'm sure I could find a better exact text of it, but this is from the King James Version. The light of the body is the eye. If therefore thine eye be single, thy whole body shall be full of light. This is one of my favorite New Testament Bible scriptures. If you can make your eye a single, your whole body is full of light. But if thine eye be evil, which I would estimate is referring to this idea of the evil eye, thy whole body be full of darkness. Of course, with the nanotech colonies and graphene dioxide, this is going to be more rapid and intense than ever. If therefore the light that is in the dark, if therefore the light that is in be darkness, how great is the darkness? Of course, they had to emphasize that in the official version. True oneness has been hijacked in many cases, in many minds, or circumvented by the junior gods. It's dogma and spiritual bypassing. It's been inserted in almost every religious tradition, every cult, from every Bible thumper to every New Ager, every channeler. At least 90% of them. In the Satanic Bible, it says, "Do as thou wilt." Oh, and materialism, of course. The oneness has been circumvented by materialism, too. In the Satanic Bible, it says, "Do as thou wilt" is the letter of the law. That's real clever, you know. If you believe Lucifer is your slaver savior, you can do anything you want because you're too ignorant and too narcissistic and spiritually retarded to see how you're hurting other people. This is why the narcissist psychopath has no respect for life, even the life within himself, the spiritual life within himself, accepting the voice of Lucifer as his own. Yet he can do whatever he wants. Lucifer is a liar and seems to give you freedom to do whatever you want, but guess what? It is a fake freedom. In a purely violent, inverted attitude. For there is no connection to the entirety. In other words, As soon as you adopt what they tell you, there is no connection to the source. It's cut off. The more you obey and believe in the deceiver, the demigod, the inverted, the Decepticons, the demiurge, or whatever name you want to call it, you lose your connection to the Great One. No available way to connect to the true Creator. Just keep watching TV, bro. No available way to connect to the true Creator within. Blaring interdimensional radio station 666, the lonely narcissist, like his false father, is cut off from respectful creation. It's very sad. It's happened to me all the times, all the millions of times in this flesh suit that I obeyed the garbage they were programming me with. You know, I've been there, man. Why do Jewish people kiss the wall in that ritual? I have seen photos of Trump, Ron DeSantis, Joe Biden, and a handful of the other chosen elected leaders kissing the wall in Jerusalem. Why? Because they're a part of that cult, of the box cult. They worship the walls and the rent and the control. They worship the box, the Saturn Moon Matrix beast religion of control through boxes. And Ron DeSantis said in 2020 or 2021 that he's helped to make Florida the freest state in the nation. And of course, sleeping in your vehicle or houseless or homelessness is 105% illegal there. So I have to add the caveat: you're in the freest state in the nation if you're in a legal box. Okay? Their religion is control through the box. It's where they get their money, like Trump is a landlord. Okay? Religions and ideological separation upheld by concepts based in coercive false premises, or it's wonderfully way better than living in the Sahara where there is no boxes and having to have skeeters eat you all day. In that sense, as they say on the JTT, if your prison walls are invisible, you don't know they're there. It's more easy to believe, right? So the SMM is upheld by the concepts based in coercive false premises under the necessity of war and dominance. Would we be having to, every single one of us, pay with all of the hours of our life if it wasn't for that? Philosophical question. Without our junior gods, this would probably never have been possible. Without their mastery of deception. In the end of Presbyterian church, I was ordained Presbyterian when I was 15. At the end of church, they'd often sing this little chant, "World without end, amen, amen." Why would they sing that? Why would we sing that every Sunday? Which world without end? Of course, the system. The world of box control. Okay, the real second coming of Christ without awareness is, guess what? The singularity. All of these Bible thumpers who took their shots and their boosters. The real second coming, if you don't have any discernment or self-respect, is the singularity. It is the God of all things. As I've said, I actually saw one firsthand in the JFK airport in New York City on the flight down here for this visit. But since they were under the heavy spell of the New York City Matrix programming, he didn't see me. What am I talking about? Something I'd only seen on YouTube or other online videos. A young rabbi who actually had a black square right here attached to his head. Now, why would they have? It's just like Mecca looking like it does. Look at my Hive Mind videos and the picture I put up on that. Why does it have to be the black cube? Why do these rabbis have to have this black square right here, or black cube right here? To me, it's a cry for help. Here, I'm trapped. I'm trapped in this box of religious mind control. These masters of coercion and endless warfare, who are thousands, probably hundreds or thousands of years old, living on our energy, and they're so talented at wars and religions that it's, begging for help. So, this man was looking at his cell phone concentrating on his cell phone or concertedly looking at his cell phone. He didn't even notice me. These rabbis who'd wear a cube over their third eye, what greater symbol of overt box hexagram control could you find? Yes, it is true. I have greatly fallen in this one lifetime into false division, pushed through everyone's doing it ideas based in slavery, hive mind, box control, labels, disease, loneliness, poverty, and at moments often seemingly to be the only person in the room or group with oneness or true Christ awareness, or more recently the only truther in the movement willing to expose how the narcissism is actually often destroys, and many of the circles destroys the awakening from within, because they can't get a grip on their ego trip and their narcissism and their NPD, CNPD, nearly every possible occasion it can. But, by facing all of my fears, putting myself out there and doing the shadow work to practice what I preach, if I'm not a hypocrite, ultimately, through unity and oneness on all levels, body, mind, soul, and the Great Spirit and the human and galactic family, is not only a necessity, but it's inevitable that I've learned to get rid of my deceptions, practice what I preach. If we want to have a future at all, it doesn't come through the shallow promises of the Decepticons, okay? No one can do this for me. No one can do this for me. And no one can do this for you. We all must eventually accept how we treat others is how we treat ourselves unequivocally every single time. Until you get that straight, you're being a moron on a certain level, because you're spreading suffering. And if I'm a hypocrite in that way, then I'm still going to suffer. Okay? Every time. In Lakesh and Namaste are the reality. Okay? The real reality. As above, so below. I am another you. The divine in me honors the divine in you, if I'm being real. Soon, we will be all forced by our fiat money masters, and when they attempt to force us into CBDC slavery, to walk the walk. Like people like me are going to have to walk our walk and learn to live in oneness. Okay? And each moment that I allow fear to have that control over me, I could be swallowed by the beast just like anyone, because that is going to attract that kind of situation in this psychological warfare. You will not act like a tyrant or run wars, smear campaigns, or simple gaslighting and triangulating with your loved ones, knowing these truths are fundamental and unequivocal. It's not a joke. I am a sacred clown when I want to be, but this is not a joke. Relative, at least, equanimity will rapidly be known to be a necessity for peace and the truth to emerge. Okay? Knowing the forcing of separation and accepting this, most people are going to hide in the box. Knowing the forcing of separation and allowing massive abuse has kept up this planetary loosh factory, soul-sucking matrix beast going for building on millions of years now. No discernment and commitment to truth and respect ends these endless wars. The only way they can end is from within. I decided to edit some of my Lucy in the football video intuitively today, and the first thing I noticed, it said 0 views. And you goons in there at YT are so pathetically silly. And this is how you deal with this shit, folks. Start talking trash to the CIA. Start telling them how stupid and retarded they are, and intimidate. Don't do that. Call them silly. Call them pathetic. Because until we have transparency, That's what it's going to be in every click, in every platform. Transparency means the sunshine of the original creator shines on everything. And what happened when I was actually doing a good job of talking trash to the Luciferic forces within, they let me see that they were going to stop with their inverted shenanigans. And so I made it a little more nice for them. I'll say it again. You must know discernment and commitment to truth and respect ends these endless wars. The real creator is found in oneness. Unity is real. Unity is real honor in the real true love of Christ, Sophia, within or without our, and post-box world. Whether you're in the box, whether you're in the forest, whether you're 100% enlightened or 10% enlightened, okay? The oneness is the real part. Whatever your pathetic belief structure, the oneness is the real part of it. The dogma and the hierarchy and the us and them, the racism, the classism, sexism, separation, ism, schism, those are the fake parts. May you live in the real heart of the divine original creator, which will never give up on you because you are her child. May you stay centered in the peace of the heart of the divine Christ, Sophia. And if you have the courage, create a great one, my family. Loving you.